got our first snow. But that's all. We got a little tiny dusting. You can't even see it on the grass, but you can see it on the roof, and you can see it a little bit on the deck. Yay! Good morning. We have snow. I'm Barbara. It is Wednesday, December 2nd. I know that because it's advent number 2. I am feeling pretty good today. I went to bed I was in bed by 9:30. Normally I'm going to bed at 1:30. 9:30. I was absolutely useless after 4:30. I was so tired because of my no sleep the night before. And I set the alarm for 7. I confess it was so cozy in there. I didn't get out of bed till 7:45. But it's 8 o'clock, 5 after 8. And I slept. And maybe that has moved my clock, my sleeping clock forward, which is what I was trying to do when I got up at 6:30 yesterday. So it's 8 o'clock, having my coffee in my 2A mug, which was in my Advent a few years ago from Megan. Oh. This is a wood pigeon. A wood pigeon. It was a good guess, partridge in a pear tree, but it's not. It's a wood pigeon. It is a New Zealand bird. She sends me New Zealand things. Isn't that beautiful? That's going on my tree. I'm hoping to get a tree today, but I'll show you my advents before I do that. So I tried to, I thought 6 minutes was a bit much yesterday. So I pre-opened this is the wool, this is black, a very useful color. And this is the silk, and it is called Willow. And it's a dark green. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, I am gonna have to start doing some freehand embroidery like Christy is doing. Christy's my daughter. She's got the Christy's Corner podcast. For those who are new, welcome. Do I have new people following me, finding me on my daily vlogs? I don't know. Vlogmas on my Vlogmas. And this is what I got from L'Occitane. It is enriched, ultra rich cream. I'm presuming I assumed it was hand cream when I first saw it. Body cream. Ultra rich body cream. And the reason I got this Advent is because I have some hand cream of theirs that I really like. And I was gambling that unscented is the way they go, which is good because I can't wear scent. So I'm hoping. So if I have many scented things in my Advent, they'll be going into prize packages, or to my daughter, probably prize packages. Okay, so those are the ones, the fiddly box ones. So I'm being number 2. I don't know if I can seriously save these bags for Megan for next year, but I'm gonna try. So this is my Toad Hollow Crafty Toads Advent. Ooh, that's pretty. I guess I do like a yellow. I am drawn to yellow. I have 2 yellow summer sweaters. That's very pretty. That's going to be very lovely in my cowl. I didn't bring my cowl pattern over, I guess. Oh, yes, I did. Beautiful. That's fun. Okay. And I have 2 packages for day 2 bonus. I think the mittens are a bonus already. Yeah, the mittens go up to 5 or 8 or maybe 9. I'm not sure. They don't go to 24. I'm not giving them back. I'm going to figure out something to use. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Dyed by... Aw, she dyed this herself. That's beautiful. Excuse me. Oh, Megan, that's beautiful. Oh. The next section of the cowl is micro stripes. What do you think? Because I thought, you know, if the yarns didn't go together, I was going to have to... Oh, I kind of like that. Is that crazy? Tell me quickly before I start my knitting. I have my knit night with the ladies tonight, I hope. There wasn't one last week I went on to see. And, but it was the day before Thanksgiving. So this is the section. I just did the cast on, I'll show you. And this is the section. What do you think? There's the beginning of the cowl. So I used the, oh my gosh, and this took me forever because I had to cast it on 3 times. Well, I wound the yarn up into a ball, which, you know, you would think would be an okay thing to do, except that then I want to do a long tail cast on, and I want to use both ends of the ball to cast on, so I don't have to figure it out, because I do a long tail cast on, but I made it into a not a center pole ball, so I had to estimate, and I estimated wrong twice. But I did not twist it when I cast it on. Didn't that turn out pretty? So this was from yesterday. So what do you think? Oh, I'm kidding. My yarn went right in my coffee. Well, I should have cut it off. I don't know why I didn't. Luckily, it's only a few inches. So, and they're little stripes. They're little stripes, so it'll just be a little bit. I mean, in hers, you can see she did. It's 1 stripe each. She did a dark and a... Oh, I think I'm doing that. I think I'm doing that. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this section. Or not. Because I didn't know if I would have 2 colors, but I think I'm going to do that. Tell me quick if it's ugly. You think it's ugly. So anyway, oh, and I have a bonus. Polka dot paper is so cute. A kiwi! A kiwi ornament, all glitter and sparkle. Oh, thank you, Megan. Oh my gosh. I love him. That's a kiwi. That's a kiwi. I know that. I don't know if you can tell, but the living room is very empty of non-poinsettia things I took out. You see this? There's the globe is gone, everything's gone. The only thing that's still here is the hand lotion. So yesterday I cleared space in the dining room, and now I'll show you this. And there's the first of the boxes. Dennis had to take a lot of stuff down in the basement, and he got tired of going up and down the stairs, and I don't blame him, and I was tired. So unfortunately, I think these 2 boxes on the table are tree ornaments. But that's my wreath that normally goes on the front door. But since I'm not allowed to put anything in the same place, I don't know where I'm going to put it. Oh, I have to think about that. So it is my my plan today is to go to see if I can buy a tree, and I'm gonna buy garland. I usually have just little thin, it was like an old wreath that I took apart and just spread a little bit on top of the mantle. And I want a big full garland, and I think I'm gonna get a fake garland, but I will try to get some real pine branches or holly or something to go up there too. And so it's my plan this evening to really start decorating. I will start to take things out of the boxes this morning. I have to be careful where I do that because I don't know how Maisie's going to be with the ornaments. And until I can put them kind of in place, I'm not sure. But I do intend to set up my tripod and kind of record what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and I'll probably end up making that fast motion for tomorrow or something like that. But so we shall see. My idea in my head is that I will take a big thing or an ornament, and I will point to where I put it every other Christmas, and then figure out where I'm going to put it this Christmas. I have some ideas about where, I've been thinking about it, but we shall see what happens. But anyway, this decorating is taking longer than I expected. Well, I got sidetracked with cards a little bit. Lisa, when she was explaining, this was from a short story, and I forget the name of the short story. And she said, when my husband was drawing on it, he was saying, you better be careful. This is a drawing. I thought it was a stamp. He drew this hat on here. I am so inspired, and I've been watching how to make card videos on YouTube. So I have stuff to do, and the thing is that the dress, I washed the Peppa Pig fabric yesterday. I've decided to do this simple little dress just because it's simple, but I do have to get some elastic. But I think I'm going to put pockets on it. I think the idea is that I love those pockets. I'm going to put pockets on that other dress. What the heck? So that's what I'm going to do. I have to spend a little time sewing on the fabric for the windows. I got a 3 3/4 piece fabric that's X wide. I don't know exactly how wide it is, but my idea is that I'm going to cut that fabric down the middle because I'm just going to swag it, and so it's going to be a half width of fabric swagged, but the whole 3 3/4 3 3/4 yards. I better bring that fabric down here and play around with that window before I decide, because now that I'm saying that out loud, it doesn't sound like what I thought, and my windows are quite small. So I think I was thinking 2 yards would be enough for each window in length. So I might not have to cut it down the middle. Oh, I'm glad I'm telling you this, because I was sincerely ready to just cut that, but 3.5 yards is going to be too long. Okay. I will be draping on my window to see what's going to work, because now that I'm thinking about it, I think I was going to do the wrong thing. Because sometimes you have to talk this out with a friend. And, you know, it helps solidify things in your mind. So I am going shopping. And I'm going to go shopping this morning before dog walk. We're going over to Aura's after, on the way home from dog walk with the dogs. Dennis's cousin Bonnie is visiting her Aunt Aura, and wanted to see the dogs. And she wanted to see us too, but she mainly wants to see the dogs. So we're going to go visit for a little while after walk. So the main decorating events will be this evening, is my expectation. And as I was putting all that stuff away, I was just, I was dusting it as I was putting it in a box and stuff, and just remembering where we got it and why I love it all. So I was thinking, maybe I won't put everything back, but then I'm thinking, well, which of these things don't I want back? And I couldn't think of any, so it's going to go back to its Victorian cluttered design, decorating after Christmas decorations are down. But I leave my Christmas decorations up for a very long time. I am not joking when I say that I take my decorations down right before my birthday. And my birthday is March 11th. So these decorations, once I put them up, which is why I'm not getting live garland for one thing, will be up at least until February. Sometime they won't come down until sometime in February. Because once you take your decorations down, then your room looks so empty. So, although Christy did say you may end up leaving the window swags, and I might just do that, because I have been feeling like the windows are too plain. I find window treatments to be one of the hardest things to figure out. I can buy a couch, I can buy a chair, but window treatments, what's going to be a good window treatment? I have not bought, I was going to say I have not bought a curtain since I moved into this house. That's not true. I bought curtains for the bathrooms upstairs because they needed curtains. But the curtains in my bedroom are my mother's hand-me-downs, so I just put them up. And the dining room and the front rooms and downstairs had curtains. She left those curtains, but she took all the curtains out of here. And you can see what I did. This room is in the back of the house, and it overlooks our backyard, which you know is very private. So we don't need curtains for privacy here. So I probably would have done something. I would have done something slapdash like I did in the bedroom where we need privacy. Anyway, so once I get my decorations up, they'll be up for a while. Now, I lose interest in watering the poinsettias sometime in January. So often the poinsettias go before the rest of the stuff does, because I just get, because I'm a terrible person and they die. But if they're part of the backdrop decor of my vlog, maybe I won't do that. I wouldn't count on that. So anyway, that's what I did yesterday. I did work, and then 4 o'clock, I was dead. I was dead. And you know, I didn't have any knitting to hand that I didn't have to think about. I have at least 3 pairs of socks on the go. I have one pair that are candy cane design that the pattern was a gift to me. I don't remember who gave it to me. I'm so sorry. Ellie Jones, the Craft House Magic, she designed it a couple years ago, and the pattern was gifted to me. And I started it, but it has like this one really tricky stitch, and I only got so far, and then I stopped. I found a pair of socks in the dining room yesterday, and they were socks that I was knitting with those flippy flip needles, you know, the ones, the double pointed needles with the little wire in the middle of them, so you know you use 2 of them instead of 4, which I apparently didn't like very much. I got about that far on the sock and then I stopped. I don't usually I've knit, that's the first time I've knit socks one at a time. I started on a 9-inch needle one time and I hated it, and I put it on a big needle and knitted them 2 at a time after that. And I think I have one more sock somewhere on the needles, and I don't remember the story of that sock. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe I should put some socks on the needles. I mean, I'll surely I knit top down, I'll surely get down to the heel, and then that's when I'll poop out. Oh, I think I have a pair of socks somewhere where I was doing a vanilla as the new black heel, and I kept losing the paper and I kept getting off or whatever. Anyway, I don't have a grab and knit project at the moment. I have to find my Silverling and start reading it. Maybe that can be a grab and knit project. I don't know. So long ramble to say, I picked up my crochet blanket and I crocheted a row and a quarter, but I just couldn't do it anymore. And I wasn't ready. I didn't want, I mean, it was like 6 o'clock. I didn't want to go to bed. 6:30. I mean, it was too early to go to bed, even as tired as I was, even falling asleep in my chair. I didn't want to go to bed at 6:30. So I just watched card making videos and didn't do anything. I should grab my dragon and do some cross stitch. I thought about getting my pom-pom maker out, but I didn't even do that. I was too tired. I was just tired. I was tired. And that's okay. So, I have plans for today. Oh, but I got my knit night tonight. Well, I'll just knit for a while. I'll knit my Advent with them. And then I have to decorate. I got decorating to do. But I want to see the ladies too, so I'll knit my Advent with them and then wish them a good evening and see about decorating. Or I could just decorate around them and listen. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for today. Ramble. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Megan. Oh my gosh. I got to get my tree up so I have a place for my kiwi and my wood pigeon. My kiwi and my wood pigeon. And somewhere in my decorations, I have a surfboard Santa, too. In one of these boxes. All right. Oh, and thank you for the gorgeous yarn. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's my plan. So I have to wind those and be ready to go. So, happy Advent, happy Vlogmas, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay safe. I forgot to mention, we have a drawing going on, a for some beautiful yarn that Valerie is sending. And I'll put a picture of it right there in front of my poinsettias. And I'm going to be drawing a winner from the comments from the Vlogmas next Monday. So if you're interested in that yarn, then please leave a comment saying what are your crafting plans for December. And it could just be plans. It doesn't have to mean that you have to do it. Just what are you thinking about doing and what would you like to do in December? So thank you again, Valerie. I'm sorry I forgot to mention it while I was sitting at my table, but this is such beautiful yarn. So if you're interested in winning it, then post a message saying what you plan to do craft-wise in December. So thank you again, Valerie. That was so sweet. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay sane.